All right, future CPAs, welcome. Today, we are going to unlock the rules to a super crucial part of the Social Security law, stuff you're definitely going to see on the LCBA and, for the rest of your career.
So let's kick things off with a pop quiz. What's that one magic number? The number of SSS contributions you need to get a pension for life. Got an answer in your head? Hey, don't sweat it if you don't, because we're about to turn this whole complicated topic into your personal strategy guide. Stick around. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll cover the SSS rulebook. Then, we'll tackle the main event, retirement. We'll also look at the lump sum option, which is kind of like a side quest. Then, death benefits, super important for securing a legacy. And we'll wrap it all up with some LECPA cheat codes to make sure all this stuff actually sticks in your brain for exam day.
Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, the SSS rulebook. Look, before you can win the game, you gotta know who the players are, right? So, the first thing you absolutely have to get straight is the hierarchy. It's kind of like a VIP list. At the very top, you have your primary beneficiaries. Think of them as your immediate crew, the dependent spouse and kids. They are first in line for the good stuff, the monthly pension. Now, if there's no one in that group, then we go down the list to the secondary beneficiaries, which are usually your dependent parents. The key takeaway for the LACPA? They love to trip people up on this. Primaries get the pension. Secondaries? They usually get a one-time lump sum. You have to remember that. Now for the main quest, the ultimate goal for every single SSS member, retirement. This is all about securing that lifetime pension. Okay, guys, if there's one number you need to burn into your brain from this whole thing, it's this one, 120, 120. That's it. This is the golden ticket. It's the key that unlocks the lifetime monthly pension. And get this, even if you have 119 contributions, just one short, the entire game changes. So yeah, 120 is the number.
And hey, here's a little hack for you, especially for when you're in that high-pressure exam room. Just think, 120 to go for a lifetime pension. It's kind of cheesy, I know, but trust me, it works when you're trying to recall things quickly.
So here's how it breaks down. It's a simple fork in the road. You hit that 120 contribution mark or more, boom, you get a lifetime monthly pension. You pay less than 120, you're not left with nothing, but you get a lump sum benefit instead, a one-time payment. This is a classic exam scenario, so make sure you know the difference.
Okay, so how do they actually calculate the pension? I know, this slide looks super intimidating, right? But don't panic. The core idea is simple. The SSS basically runs 3 different calculations, and they will always give you whichever one comes out the highest. You don't need to memorize these exact formulas. What you do need to understand is that your pension is based on your salary. That's the AMSC. And how long you've been contributing. That's the CYS. That's the big picture here. Now, for a cool little feature you need to know about. Check out this number, 18. Once you qualify for retirement, the SSS gives you the option to cash out the first 18 months of your pension all at once. Pretty neat, right? But there are some conditions.
And here are those conditions. This isn't just free cash up front. First, that lump sum is discounted. Second, you only get one shot at this. You have to choose it right when you first file for retirement. Also, it doesn't include some of the extra perks, like the dependent's pension or the 13th month pension. After those 18 months are up, on month 19, that's when your regular monthly pension payments kick in. But what happens if you don't hit that 120 contribution main quest? Well, there's a side quest reward available. And that's the lump sum benefit. Think of it like this. It's basically a refund. You get back all the contributions you and your employer paid in, plus some interest. So it's not that sweet, sweet lifetime income from a pension, but it makes sure none of your money just disappears. Okay, let's switch gears to another super critical part of the SSS rulebook, death benefits. This is all about making sure your loved ones are taken care of when you're gone. So for death benefits, there's a new magic number you gotta know. And it's 3-6. Just 3 years of contributions. This number is the dividing line that decides if your primary beneficiaries will get a continuous monthly pension to support them long term.
And of course, we've got another LSEPA hack for this one. Just remember, 3 to 6 to fix the death benefit pension. It's a simple way to keep the 36-month rules separate from that 120-month rule we talked about for retirement.
Now, this is a major hotspot for exam questions, so listen up. If the member paid 36 or more contributions, it's simple. Primary beneficiaries get the monthly pension. Secondary beneficiaries, they get a lump sum. But if the member paid less than 36 contributions, then everybody, primary or secondary, gets a lump sum. You absolutely have to know who gets what and when. This is a big one.
All right, team, it's time for the final review. Let's get into the LEC Pod cheat codes. This is the part where you might want to get ready to screenshot because we're boiling it all down to the essentials. Okay, for retirement, here's the cheat sheet. Magic number 120 for that lifetime pension. Fall short, you get a lump sum. There's also that optional 18-month advance payout. And don't forget the bonus. Every pensioner gets a 13th month pension in December. Nail these points, and you're golden.
And for death benefits, here's your cheat sheet. The magic number here is 36. Now remember, the most critical point is this. The monthly pension is only for primary beneficiaries, and only if that 36-month mark is hit. Everyone else gets a lump sum. There's also an extra dependence pension for up to 5 minor kids. And yep, they get the 13th month bonus too. The examiners love testing the differences between this and retirement, so know them cold.
So you know the rules of the game now. The real question is, how are you going to use this knowledge to advise your future clients? And maybe even yourself? Because look, this isn't just about passing a test. It's about understanding a system that's going to be a huge part of your professional life. Master these rules, and you're not just ready for the exam, you're ready for what comes next.